Hi everyone, today is my last day at Ithaca, maybe at least for a very long time, because I'll be flying off to the West Coast to embark on a new journey after I graduate from my MBA. So I'll be flying off tomorrow and leaving this place which has really been my home for the past 2 years. It's really crazy to think it just seems yesterday that I first entered the Cornell University, meet my MBA friends, and began my MBA journey. And 2 years of my MBA really passed by in the blink of an eye. And now this is my last day here, so feeling a little bit sentimental over here. Right now, I'm not sure whether you guys can see, so I'm sitting behind the Sage Hall. So behind here, the red building is Sage. The place been so familiar and also distant to me for the past 2 years. So it just seemed yesterday that I first entered Sage, met my MBA friends, gone through all the networking events, and I had so much fun and memory in this building. And yep, so I thought that it would be really cool for me to film my final video in Cornell here. Behind Sage. I thought that it would be really meaningful to do that. So reflecting back on my 2 years of my MBA journey, I mean obviously this is quite a special MBA experience for almost everyone because of the pandemic that hit roughly maybe 1/3 through my MBA experience. So actually many of my friends back in Singapore has been asking me whether I regretted during my MBA because of this pandemic, which obviously significantly discounted my MBA experience, right? I mean, this is a pretty easy answer for me, and my answer is absolutely not. I mean, honestly, absolutely not. I have never regretted one bit of during my MBA, despite of this pandemic situation. And the reason I say so, I guess it's because due to my personal mentality from some of my life experiences that I've been through from the past 10 to 12 years. I think back in high school when I was like 18, 19, my life has been pretty smooth sailing and pretty sheltered from any adversity and challenges. And I really have not experienced too much adversity that I had to overcome myself. My parents used to solve everything for me. I'm extremely sheltered as a person growing up back in Singapore. However, due to some of the life events I personally had to go through over the past 10 to 12 years of my life, I feel that many of the challenges that I have had experienced was 5 to 10 times way harder than COVID-19 pandemic. So when COVID-19 first hit us, and we as MBA students had to make a lot of adjustments, such as not able to socialize, attending all events and classes online. Honestly, I personally is not too affected by it because I would say that my mentality over these years is that life isn't perfect, and many of the things that happen in life is really just meant to be the way it is. I feel that many of my journey is just planned out exactly the way it's meant to be. I'm meant to have a unique MBA experience when there's like some world events going on. So honestly, I'm not too fazed by the sudden COVID, which some of my classmates may feel that, hey, why is it our batch? Why is it not? Why did it come earlier, or this COVID come later so that it doesn't affect me? Honestly, I generally do not think that way. So maybe such mentality kind of made me happier and able to deal with adversity in life easier. So yeah, I just hope that this is some kind of encouragement for everyone watching the video to just like take life the way it is, do not overthink it, and just try to be happy and overcome your challenges. And also reflecting on my 2 years of MBA, I have to say that the most eventful, the most memorable period is undoubtedly the fourth semester of my first year. By the way, this video is totally unscripted. I mean, some of my past videos, I do have a bit of script where I prepared, at least in bullet form, to at least I know what I'm planning to say. But for this video, I just plan to let my emotions flow and share with you guys my genuine thoughts and feelings of my MBA experience. So yeah, I would say that the most memorable period was definitely the fourth semester of my first year. I mean, one obvious reason is because there was no pandemic, right? So we have the freedom of doing everything we want. But that was not the biggest reason. I would say the biggest reason was that when I first entered MBA, the first semester, honestly, I was just enjoying myself. I wasn't too overly concerned about recruiting, career planning, what should I do after my MBA? Should I go back to Singapore, stay in US? I mean, honestly, at that point of time, my mentality was just to come to MBA, make friends, have a good time over here, also take a break from work. So that was my mentality during my fourth semester. So in one of my earlier video, I did share that technically my recruiting period started between October of 2019 all the way to March of 2020. But in reality, honestly, the fourth semester, my mind wasn't really that into recruiting at that point of time. I was quite late transiting into my recruiting mindset, and I honestly only started to take recruiting seriously during the winter break when I first received an interview invite from Google, which I eventually did not get the offer for. But that was the first time that I really started to pay high attention to recruiting. So during the fourth semester, although we do have a lot of company events and career-related activities to participate, I was just having fun. Honestly, I was just taking it as a good time to hang out with friends, meet different people, talk to alum, just attending events and even eat free food after the career events, right? And the interesting thing about MBA during our first semester was that we really hang out with friends every single day. Go to each other's house for hot pot, poker tournaments, random gatherings, dinner after classes and career events. Every single day, that was literally how eventful my MBA life was during the fourth semester. Not a single day that I was alone, just chilling at home. No, we were really, literally having fun, hanging out with each other every single day. So I would say that honestly, 70% of my MBA memories come from the first semester, and it was a really, really unforgettable experience. So when I slowly transited to my spring semester of my first year, things start to get really busy, and especially for me, recruiting for tech, things will really start to pile up in terms of interview preparation, company research, networking. So for the spring semester, it was really, really very crazy for me. I had significantly less sleep than I have had in my fourth semester. So I honestly did not hang out with friends nearly as much in my spring semester. So my only memory of my spring semester was interview preparations, as well as towards the later part, COVID-19 pandemic, right? Yeah, that was basically generally my reflection of my first year of MBA. Then moving on to second year, although the pandemic situation did not really improve and we still had to take online classes, but it was still overall quite an enriching experience for me. One of the main takeaway was that I was able to participate as a career work group leader, where I get to coach some of my first year juniors in terms of career and interview preparations. So that was really a very enriching and meaningful experience for me, because it's kind of like paying back as MBA students, just helping the next batch to succeed in their recruiting journey. Yeah. But the second year really passed by so fast. I mean, because most of the time we were staying at home, so there was really not that many events going on. So every month it just fly by so fast. And for spring semester of my second year is pretty much the same, Zoom classes, online classes. But one more thing that I am extremely thankful of was that we were able to get more or less everyone get fully vaccinated by April or May of this year. So at least for my spring semester, after I finished all my classes in early May, we were all able to go for our graduation trips across US before we go into our separate ways. So I would say that the timing is kind of like quite lucky for us in some sense. And this is one of the reasons why I have not been uploading videos for the past few weeks. Reason being, I have been traveling the east coast of United States almost every single day the past 3 weeks plus. So I've been to Boston, Rhode Island, Washington DC, Philly, New York City, and a few other places. So I really had I have a lot of cool footage, but I really had no time to edit my videos yet. But I will be uploading a lot of cool videos very soon, maybe in the next 1 or 2 weeks. So for you friends who are waiting for my video or looking forward to some of my future contents, I promise that videos will be coming out soon. I have really a lot of cool footage that I can't wait to share with you guys. Yep. Yeah, so that's about it for my 2 years of MBA. And for those watching who are planning to come to US to study MBA or other master degree, all the best to you. I'm pretty sure that for the incoming batch, things will get a lot better because more and more people are getting fully vaccinated soon. So hopefully the situation will just get better and better, and you guys will be able to have physical class, in-person activities very, very soon. Yeah. And moving forward, I think some of my video contents may start to drift away a little bit from campus-related life, although I will still share some of my MBA takeaways in future. But if there's any specific area of US life that you are interested for me to share, feel free to drop your comment. And yep, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!